The man in the UK that got okay. Even when they do like shame on you.
Hello everyone, so you see that out there, MamaPee, Patience Oruche, has been released. Oh Lord have mercy. Now I can breathe. Oh like Lord have mercy. You know when I got that first call, you say, oh, it's about MamaPee has been arrested, but it's been back. But in the midst of it, I'm putting out video. Okay, say let's have the conversation, put the conversation out there. Let's all follow up, do this, do cause I've done so many. In short, I'm tired now. I can say, and I saw a message where someone was, oh, you need to show this thing, the links towards the story. And I'm thinking, I'm like. Anyway, she's out. That's just the most important thing. After all, I need to decide I'm going to do video. My whole body, I tell you, it's aching me. I came back from the gym not long ago. Being on the phone, here, calls here, this, that, and all of that. It's really quite surprising, you know, for me, the way the whole of this thing sort of like turned out. First of all, to say, she was attacked at the airport, Benin airport, and how did it now happen that the person that was attacked was arrested alongside the people that attacked the person? I really don't understand that. And for people who are bringing all sort of this in, say, oh, she did this, she was whatever. What did she even do? She saw Abure and she expressed her, you know, expressed herself and her dislike of the way he handled the whole Labour Party affairs. If you are public, if you are in the eye of the public, you're public, not sort of like a public servant for a party, a former party chairman, people will hold you accountable for certain things, and they will say certain things. That does not mean anything. By the way, whatever it was that happened, that was in Abuja. It had nothing to do with the police in Benin. The police in Benin, they should have been focused on was on the assault that she got. And no matter what altercation that you people have, it should remain the way it is verbal. There's no anywhere where, you know, people are now mobilized to beat someone up and do all of that. At the end of the day, the commissioner of police did come in, intervene. The last part where you see those people there, there's someone called Zachary Idris and other obedient played such amazing, you know, amazing role. The power, you know, the obedient movement is such a great community. When people say, oh, the obedient movement, it seems as if nothing is dying. I'm like, it's when there's nothing, no. When there's nothing, you see, everybody, they have their businesses. So it's not as if they do obedient business 24/7. So when there's nothing on ground, they have their things that they are doing. But when there's something on ground, that's why you know that indeed there is a movement and they are out there. And immediately they were able to get themselves, you know, to that place. They actually had been brought in, asked to come to the airport, because after that whole thing, there were some who were quite worried. So knowing the antecedent of this particular person, and these are the ways that he behaves, they were already anticipating such a thing happening. But it was just unfortunate it happened in a manner before they could even come in and prevent that. And then so that was so quickly and swiftly they were able to be with her at the state CID, and they didn't leave until, you know, she was brought out. I just want to say thank you to those great, amazing citizens, those great obedient members who are always there for each other, who are very, very, you know, sacrificial, who will drop everything to be with a fellow Nigeria in the time of need. The main important thing now is for MamaPee to go to the hospital, get herself checked out, and get, you know, that report. Any injury to the head is not something that should be taken lightly, especially where you saw there were quite a bleeding, you know, that had happened from that. So any trauma to the head is something that needs to be looked into, you know, very seriously and very quickly. I would just like to say to every Nigerian that showed concern, every Nigerian that cared, every Nigerian that you know, put their mouth on this matter, worked what they needed to work outside, behind the screen, and in front of the screen. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. Amazing things were being done. A lot of people were working non-stop, you know, behind the scene to ensure that she's brought out immediately. She wasn't supposed to have been arrested in the first place. This is the victim that what the police should have been doing, should have done, was to immediately take her, you know, to the hospital and ensure that she got the proper treatment, you know, that she's supposed to get. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. We began to see all manner of things, all funny things and stories coming out, and there was a need to document the stories out there as they were coming out, because you need to put them out there in the front line and say, hey, we are watching, because sometimes a public outcry is equally very important. You need to immediately let everyone know that, look, don't try to do anything hanky-panky game. Don't try to do anything funny, anything that you will not be proud of, that you'll be ashamed of. So just do needful. Just do the things that are, you know, very much are needed. So that's one of the things also that needs to, for her to just quickly go and get herself checked. For all of those who felt this was the opportunity, because I saw a lot of people who were gloating, who were happy. I saw some who were saying, oh, Aisha Yusufu should be next, Peter Obi should be next, that should be arrested, whatever. I'm just I laugh in 3D and I laugh in a circle. I really don't have any words for you. Continue to live in your bubble. But one of the things that I know about Nigeria is that it is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Yesterday, the people that used to defend, you know, Buhari are the ones who are now, some of them are the ones who are now being arrested. You too, it might be your turn tomorrow. It's all everybody's turn, but if they arrest me today, doesn't mean that they are not going to arrest you tomorrow. And if they kill me today, doesn't mean that you're not going to be killed tomorrow. It just simply means that it's my turn that has come. What people do not understand is that we are all victims waiting to happen. And in Nigeria, being a victim is a matter of when and not a matter of if. And people do forget that yesterday's victims were white survivors, today's victims were yesterday's survivors, and tomorrow's victims would be today's survivors. And the question I always ask is, who is next? And one thing people should understand is that those who have been killed will not be killed again. The next to be killed are those of us who are alive. The earlier we get justice, we get rule of law, we get the right thing being done, the better, the quicker it is that people will not, you know, become victims. I bet if you think you're laughing that today it happened to another person, I'm just sorry to break your bubble that tomorrow you, most especially, can also be the victim. So there's nothing to gloat over. But anyway, we'll continue as the story continues to go on. The most important thing now is for MamaPee to get herself checked, and hopefully we're praying to God that she gets there are no any permanent damage. She gets a good clean bill of health. Thank you so much for every one of you that was concerned and showed love and concern. Bye.